Oh my god, you scared the crap out of me. No, sorry, I had my headphones on. I didn't hear you coming. No, the music wasn't that loud, but my mind was just as busy as my hands. Hey, I'll have you know that pumpkin carving is a very demanding task. Yeah, whatever. What are you doing out of bed anyway? You've got the day off tomorrow? I mean, I know you woke up super early this morning, so how come you're not passed out yet? Oh, I see. As for me, I wanted to carve these pumpkins right after work, but the next door neighbor called right as I was coming back home, and she needed help with her TV or something. I couldn't say no. She's such a sweetheart. Yeah, it took a while, but I fixed it for her. I came back around an hour ago, but I know you didn't notice. Nope, never. I'm not getting any sleep until I finish carving them. Well, I set my mind on it, and I am getting it done tonight. Now, you know I wasn't joking when I said Halloween was my favorite holiday. Do you want to try one? Yeah, I'm dead serious. Do you want to? Okay, cool. I'll get you a chair. No, but just stay where you are. No offense, but you look like you're about to pass out. I know, you can't sleep. I get it. Here is your chair. Of course, I hand selected each and every pumpkin you see here. They need to be in perfect condition, so if you're going to use them for carving. Otherwise, if they have any damages, it'll just cause them to mold quicker. Which one do you want? I figured you want the small one. There's absolutely no shame in that. Yeah, it's got a nice flat front, and I just meant that you'd want to play it safe for the first time. I'm saying like it's a big deal. Really? And this is your first time for carving pumpkins. Well, I am glad to have the honor of initiating you to the activity. Alright, let me put some newspaper under it to cover the table, and you can start. Here, take this. It's my special pumpkin carving tool. I've done this every year since I was 8. You bet I bought myself a pumpkin carving set. Okay, so we start by cutting all the way around the top. Just bend the knife to like 45 degrees. Yeah, that's good enough. This way, once you remove it, the cap will still have a nice surface to rest on when you put it back. Mm-hmm. No, you're doing great. You can go as slow as you want. You know, it happened to me too the first few times I did it. I didn't exactly know how much strength I needed to apply. The pumpkin wasn't as tough as I thought it would be, but it also wasn't as fragile as I wanted it to be. Take your time and just, keep going back and forth with the rest of the sewing movements. Yeah, I've been carving pumpkins for every Halloween since I was 8. My grandpa taught me it. You know, Halloween could have been something very different to me without him. It could have been a reminder about sad period during my childhood. But he made it a special one instead. No, don't be sorry. I want to talk about it. Unless you don't want to listen to me about it. Well, then don't start complaining when I talk your ears off. Yeah, that looks perfect. Just pull the cap you created off the rest of the pumpkin. Here, take this bowl and this fat spoon. Yes, I am fat shaming a spoon. Yeah, it's time to remove the guts. You can just scoop out the insides out into the bowl. You can go a little harder than that. Don't be afraid to damage it. The stringing inside can be pretty tough to detach. Cool. Now it's time to scrape the inner walls, especially the side you're carving. You can use a basic spoon for that. Yeah, no more fat spoons. Yeah, it's already softer, but it'll further thin out and make the carving a lot easier. Besides, the light you'll put inside will shine brighter through the holes you make. Mm-hmm. And now you can finally sketch the motif you want to, or the face you'd like to carve. Here, use this pencil. Only the super complicated ones. For the simple carvings, I've done them for so long that I don't need to sketch them anymore. Right, I was in the middle of my how I fell in love with Halloween story. I think I told you that I don't have any contact with either of my parents. And if I haven't told you, I'm sure you notice I never even mentioned them. Well, not exactly. They were both in the picture, but they kinda kept me at an arm's length. I'm not sure how to describe it. Aside from birthdays and holidays, they always found an excuse to ship me off to my grandparents whenever they had something fun planned. I got used to it and patiently waited for the holidays to come around, thinking they'd make up to it to me, but sort of. Yeah, it was just like that, I guess. Hey, you're actually really good at this. The drawing is really nice. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So, anyways, when I was 8 years old, Halloween was nearing, and I overheard my parents' special plans for the occasion. From the way they talked about it alone, it sounded amazing. I couldn't wait for it. I was looking forward to it so much that it broke my heart when I realized I wasn't a part of their plans. On Hallows Eve, they dropped me off with my grandma's and drove away before even she opened the door. Yeah, I was totally blindsided by it. Don't look at me with that sad face, please. Little May got over it quickly. Quicker than I believed I would. The moment I stepped inside my grandma's house, I was astounded. I think I forgot to blink for a good while. See, she told me how much Halloween was important to her, but I never thought it'd be that important. The interior of her house was unrecognizable. From the ceiling to the floor, there was black, purple, there was some white, and there was a lot, and I mean a lot, of orange. She was damn serious about her decorations. I don't think my words would do her work justice. Though by far what I remember the most is the gigantic cauldron filled to the brim with candy. All sorts of sweets posted right by the door. Yeah, some kids still rang the doorbell that night just to say thank you. It was really sweet. Oh, great, you're done with the sketch. Well, it looks really nice. It's simple, but give yourself some credit. It's awesome. Sometimes the best pumpkins have the simplest sketches. The time to carve the face has come. Okay, so since the mouth feature is kind of thin, you should start carving from there. Then you can move to the nose holes and end with the eyes. Yeah, the bigger holes weaken the body of the pumpkin, so starting with the smaller ones is sort of a rule of thumb, you know. Of course, my grandparents taught me how to do it. Yeah, she said that it was very special to her and grandpa when back when he was still alive. They'd make a habit of decorating their house like that every year around the last 3 days of October. I don't know, but I didn't go trick-or-treating like I used to. I remember sitting down by her side and watching her as she carved the pumpkin that night. I did not skip a beat. And when she was done, she handed me the tools and a pumpkin of my own. It was a small one, just like the one you picked, actually. It was special to her, and she made it special to me. She made me forget about what my parents had done, and in fact, they were completely out of my mind until they came back to pick me up a few days later. I think they were even a little bit taken aback by the fact that I seemed happy and that they didn't need to dance around to try to console me for leaving for Halloween. You can try to carve the nostrils at an angle, so if you want the holes to be bigger from the inside. Yeah. So like you can allow more light of the candle to come out. So, I know you usually go to sleep early when you have work next day, and you look exhausted. Is there any chance you can tell me what happened? No pressure, but I'm always here to talk. No. No. I just thought I'd have to pry the words out of you, but I'm cool either way. I see how stressful that can be, and to be honest, it's not worth losing any sleep over. You'll need to be back at full force in order to function tomorrow. You can't keep surviving on caffeine. Yeah, for the heist it's pretty simple, just follow the lines you drew. But yeah, I know the feeling when you're in bed, very cozy, very tired, but closing your eyes actually just causes you a headache instead of drifting off to sleep. Yeah, been there, done that. I usually deal with it the way you did, like getting out of bed and keeping myself busy. I guess this does work in your favor then. That looks awesome! I mean, for your first pumpkin ever, I expected you to screw up some parts here and there, but what? It's the truth. Yeah, it really does look great. I really like it. But it does need to be disinfected so that it'll last a bit longer, you know. But you can light your candle and light inside to see the full result, not for now. Amazing. Oh, it looks so cute. I love it. I'll put it outside next to mine when I'm done. Oh, I see you yawning there. No need to thank me. I'm glad I was able to help you take your mind off things. Good night to you too. Hopefully you can get some actual sleep now. Sleep well.